This is how I grew my SaaS to 60,000 users in just 9 months through purely YouTube organic marketing. Let's get into it. So if you don't know, I co-founded a software called Volo, which launched in March last year, and in the last 9 months has grown to 63,000 users, over 3,000 paid subscribers. We've processed over 1 million videos on the platform, and over 9,400 users have connected their accounts to track data with Volo. And this is just a screenshot of our data analytics. Today, so far, 146 customers as of 14:26 to 2:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and over $150,000 generated in the last 9 months through Volo. So how is this possible? Because if I look back to a year ago, February last year, less than a year ago, even 9-10 months ago, we only made $500, and that was mostly the team testing payment processing and having closed beta testers. Yet 9 months later, we generated over $170,000, and that came primarily through YouTube marketing. And all of these companies on screen with me, what they've got in common is they've all paid me between 4 and 5 figures to do YouTube marketing. So although I am a co-founder of Volo and don't have equity in any of the other companies listed here, what it did do was give me a lot of experience on how to market SaaSes, and I took that experience away and applied it to my own software, Volo. And if you're watching this and you do own a software, brand, maybe you are the business yourself, you have a personal brand, you can check out the first link in the description and you can book in a call with me. Not someone else, the call will be with me, and we can discuss how this works for your own business if you want me to jump on hand helping you build a strategy for your particular software. And here's some testimonials from these companies, which you will find down below in the first link in the description as well, alongside booking the discovery call. So my own personal channel, Deniz Sancar, has grown to 40,000 subscribers. And that is a big part of this marketing journey, because I understood from 3-4 years ago that distribution is so important. And as long as I can position myself in a place where I can make content consistently to market these brands, that is going to put us in a world of good to be able to get customers for the platform. Because YouTube really is the lifeblood for any business. People seem to think that YouTube is only there to entertain. This could not be further from the truth. Social media has evolved from an entertainment platform, which it still is to an extent, to one of the biggest marketing platforms on this planet. Think of any billion-dollar company, they run ads to a certain degree on social media. In fact, far more companies nowadays that have reached $1 billion, $1 million valuation, especially the newer software companies, actually market more on social media than they do on mainstream like TV, radio, etc. They hardly market on those places. Social media has become the lifeblood, and YouTube has become, to be honest, the GOAT of these platforms. Reason being, it's the only platform out there, as opposed to Instagram and TikTok, that caters long-form tutorial videos, and nothing, let me repeat this, nothing gets a viewer to buy more than watching a long-form 10, 15, 20-minute video of their creator, or anyone in for that matter, talking about how to fix a problem that they've got in depth, with your product or service being the solution to that problem. And another seemingly, well, I don't want to say stupid, because that's a bit harsh, but another seemingly, I don't know where this cropped up from, sort of feeling, or people seem to assume that with YouTube, people that have got money aren't watching content. I don't know where this popped up from. Like I said, trust me, people that are rich still watch YouTube. People that have money to spend watch YouTube. CEOs still watch YouTube. Anywhere on this planet has got access to YouTube other than probably North Korea, right? So your customers that are going to buy your software are on YouTube. It's all about you picking them out and showcasing your product or service to them. And this is another cool part about YouTube, because unlike TikTok, unlike Instagram, unlike even YouTube Shorts to an extent, YouTube long form is choose to watch. It's opt in, not opt out. When you scroll through your TikTok or Instagram feed, you are shown content whether you like it or not. You have to opt out of that content. On the flip side, YouTube is opt in. You don't get shown any content by force. You have to actively click on a video and choose to watch it. And this is important because that means you can use the packaging of the video, the title and the thumbnail to entice a particular ICP, your target audience, and get them interested in the content that you create. And then YouTube's algorithm will do magical things over time, which is when they understand a particular demographic, a particular type of user is watching that content, they will then showcase that content to more of that user, and you'll get a snowball effect for YouTube Organic, and you'll get plenty of people seeing your SaaS, and it'll just snowball over time, like just investing in the right cash flowing assets, basically. So first things first, you need to ask yourself these 6 questions. Why do you exist? Why does your platform at its essence, at its core, why does it exist? So for Verlo, that is to provide businesses the data analytics needed to be able to do marketing content that's going to convert. Who do you serve? Do you serve business owners? Do you serve people starting out? Do you serve CEOs? Do you serve marketers? Who do you serve? What do you help customers achieve? What is the end goal when they use your product or service? How do you help them achieve that? Is it through using AI? Is it through using, I don't know, workflows, calls? Do you integrate directly into their own software, for example? How do you help them achieve the goals? What makes you better than the competition? Is that if there's competition around, what is your edge on them? What is your USP? And then finally, when do customers need you in the journey? This is important because a lot of people in their software journey or when they're creating software, that they assume that their product or service is going to have to be for everyone because they don't want to shut down any sort of like any opportunities. But really it makes sense to slim down and serve a particular subset of the community. Like I forgot what it's called, but there's an AI tool that serves just top lawyers. That's it, just top lawyers. And they make millions per month, millions. And they've only got maybe even 100 customers, if that. But they serve a very particular subsection of people. Customers need them when they are top quality lawyers. That's it. So where in the customer journey do they need you? Do they need you when they're starting out? Do they need you at 10K MRR? Do they need you when they've already got 50, 100 employees? Really define these 6 questions and get out a notepad and pen and really answer them, because when you've got the answers to these questions, everything else when it comes to marketing becomes dead easy. And I can say that through first-hand experience with Verlo. Next, this quadrant right here will determine every single person that is going to interact with your business, where they sit in the funnel. The funnel's a massive pyramid. You've got top of funnel, and these are most people when starting out. They're completely problem unaware, and they are brand unaware. They don't know your brand exists, and they don't know they have the problem. The middle of funnel people are ones that either know about your brand, but don't know about the problem they have, or know about the problem they have, but don't have a clue about your brand. And then bottom of funnel, these are people that are problem aware. They understand they've got the problem, and they're brand aware. They understand about your brand. Where they fit on this quadrant is how much marketing they need. Bottom of funnel people don't need an awful lot of marketing because they understand they have the problem already and they understand your brand exists. You just need to connect the dots and showcase your brand as the best solution to that problem. Equally, middle of funnel needs slightly more marketing because if they're brand unaware, you need to educate them about the brand, about how it can help. And if they're problem unaware, you have to educate them about why they're suffering a certain problem, why this problem is the reason they're not getting the desired outcome, whether that is sales, whether that is losing weight, etc., etc. And then top of funnel needs the most love because they have no clue what's the problem they've got, and they have no idea your brand exists, so they need the most marketing budget. When you're starting out, the vast majority of people will be in top of funnel. As you start to get closer to product market fit, you'll start to see a more distributed version of this where you have more people around bottom of funnel, middle of funnel, etc. Now, when you make top of funnel content through marketing, you tend to pull in more views generally because these are more broader videos. When you make middle of funnel content, you tend to get more engagement as people start being interested as to, oh, this is interesting. How does it help me? They start asking more targeted questions because you're making content more targeted towards a particular problem or subsection. And then bottom of funnel content pulls more purchases because people that are going to watch the bottom of funnel content are more high intent people ready to buy as they are already problem aware and understand and know about your brand. So for some examples of top of funnel content that I've created has been 5 best non-AI businesses to start in 2026. Give me 60 minutes and I'll teach you what 99% of entrepreneurs get wrong. These are very broad topics that just pull in a wide net of people about business, about entrepreneurship generally, not a particular problem or niche. Then you've got middle of funnel content, how to easily build and sell websites without coding. It's still quite broad, but it at least targets a specific problem. So problem aware people will look at this and go, okay, cool, I want to know about this. Same as middle of funnel here. We've got how to make viral VO3 videos. Still quite broad, but it targets a specific subsection of population that want to make viral videos using VO3 with AI automation. Then you've got bottom of funnel content, how to use Go High Level, how to use 11 Labs. So these are more tutorial style videos for people that are brand aware already and want to know exactly how that brand how to know exactly how that brand can help them solve their specific problems that they are aware of. Now, the format I like to follow, similar to how boxers do it, and that is jab, jab, hook, uppercut. So if I look at the Verlo channel that I've been running for the past few months now, look at the content that's created. We've got jab videos, 6 viral unsaturated YouTube shorts niches, just getting as many people as possible, into the flow, in understanding Volo. This is not a video that's going to go deep into how Volo works. It's more there to just cast a wide net and get as many potential customers as possible to know about the channel, watch content, really start to enter our flywheel. Then you got another jab, how to go viral with TikTok and YouTube Shorts in 2025, free 1-hour masterclass. Another jab, nothing here is mentioned about Volo really in the title or thumbnail. It's just there to get as many people as possible coming in. Then you got another video, how to make viral Roblox shorts. This is a hook. Why? Because we're talking about a particular problem here. How to make viral videos. How to make viral videos with Roblox shorts. It's more targeted than the video before, which was just how to go viral generally. So now you're looking at a particular subsection that's interested in a more specific problem. Then another jab, how to find viral dropshipping products. Just trying to get as many e-com related people as possible into the circle. Another jab again, 5 viral unsaturated TikTok niches. And then we've got a hook. How to find viral TikTok shop videos in 2026 using Viral Orbit. Similar to the video before about how to find viral dropshipping products, but this how to find viral TikTok shop videos, and I specifically mentioned the Volo Orbit, the feature on hand. Then how to make viral 30x rise dropshipping ads. Again, another jab, getting as many dropshipping related people as possible into the circle. Then we hit them with the uppercut. How digital marketers use Volo to dominate. So the combination of videos you do is all about getting people in the circle, and then you're warming them up, and then you're emptying them out. There's an analogy a mentor of mine used, which was fill the bucket, empty the bucket. You can't empty buckets that have no liquid in them. So you fill up the bucket in the sense where you do jabs to get as many people as possible into your flywheel, understand about the product, getting them brand aware, warming them up. You fill out more and more with the hooks and the jabs, and then you empty the bucket with the uppercuts. We get as many people understanding. Once they've got an understanding of the brand, of what you do, then you hit the uppercut with, this is exactly how it can help you. You've got this problem. This is how the software solves it. Bang, bang, purchase. And that results in loads of clicks, loads of leads, and loads of sales. I've generated almost $10,000 already directly for my own software, Volo, and I've generated over $100,000, over 6 figures for all the different softwares I marketed in the last 12 months alone. That shows the power of YouTube marketing. And just me doing that, by the way, not even accounting for other people doing the marketing as well within the flywheel. Here's some techniques that I'd recommend using as well for marketing your SaaS. So one that's worked really well is called Trojan horse marketing. You take problems and use them as a Trojan horse to promote your product or service as the solution. And then you've also got trend jacking. This is where you ride the wave of trends and use them as viral angles to get eyeballs onto your software. So if we look at this video, how to make viral VO3 videos, this was made on the 7th of June, right when VO3 was popping off. So I just took everyone that was interested in VO3, got their eyeballs onto my content, and then showcased Volo as a solution within the workflow. So yeah, those two topics, both Trojan horse marketing and trend jacking, are fantastic ways of getting eyeballs onto your content, especially when you've got a pre-PMF software to promote. So let's follow the process that you're going to go with when making content. So title and thumbnail is usually going to be problem or solution focused, and it calls out your ICP. So brands, how to get 1 million views on TikTok, for example. Your hook is going to be the inverse of the above. So if your title was problem focused, your hook will start with the solution. So brands struggling to go viral on TikTok, let's say that's your title, then your hook would be, I got 1 million views in my last video on TikTok. That's like a solution, the end result. And it promises a NESBA to implement the solution. What NESBA stands for is new, easy, safe, and big. I got taught this by another mentor of mine. And the reason we say new, easy, safe, and big is for someone to make a change and for someone to buy something, it needs to be all of those 4 factors. It needs to be new, something they've never heard about, felt about before. It compels them enough to make that change, because a lot of people, they've tried different things, right? They've tried to lose weight, they've tried to make money online. Unless they hear something brand new, they feel already quite pessimistic about it working because they've tried it and not succeeded before. Then you've got easy. You could tell someone they're going to lose 15 pounds by the end of the week. But if you say to them, okay, you have to do a marathon every single day, that's not very easy. People don't care. They want stuff that's easy to implement, safe. They don't want to be spending a lot of time or a lot of money on this, and big. Promising 2% extra returns is not a good enough reason to buy your product. You need to promise big enough returns for people to feel compelled they need to purchase. Then your core of the content is the workflow, and you include the product or service as the key ingredient within that workflow, and then a call to action at the end. Use the product or service now. Really get people interested and understand that there's time limitations here, there's FOMO, they've got to start buying right away. Now I'm going to end with this quote from a book I literally just finished this week, Shoe Dog, from the creator of Nike, Phil Knight. And he said, let everyone else call your idea crazy. Just keep going. Don't stop. Don't even think about stopping until you get there. And don't give much thought to where there is. Whatever comes, just don't stop. And the reason I've got this out is because I firmly believe that in business and in marketing, having done this for around 3-4 years now, you're going to be a lot of times doing stuff you don't really know if it's working. But keep going, because what will happen is you'll start to hit flow. And when you hit flow state with this, you'll get sales on repeat. In the third ever month of Verlo, we cracked $50,000. And, bro, I mean, our MRR increased from like $2,000 to like $24,000 in the space of a month. It was that crazy. And that is the power of hitting flow state and when the marketing just really falls in place. But that won't happen until you give stuff a go. So really persist with this. Like I said already, if you want me to help out with your marketing for YouTube and social media, you can check out the first link in the description or in the pinned comment. You can have a call directly with me and we can talk about exactly how the workflows can work for your particular business and software. So yeah, as I say right here, want me to build a similar system for your SaaS, just check out the first link in the description and book in a call directly with me. And beyond this, if you want to know how Trojan Horse marketing works in more depth, one of the most overpowered marketing methods I've been using for the past 24 months now, you're going to want to check out the video right beside me and also subscribe down below and hit the bell notification button so you keep it up to date with all future videos posted on this channel. It may be the very reason you get your SaaS, your first 10,000, 100,000 potential customers. I'll see you right there.